I can see if there's anything holding on to anything you wish would happen. Fear, anything holding on to. Could you feel that holding on? Could you just check again that there's anything you're trying to push away? Like wish wouldn't happen. You're trying to push away. Just feel into it. Could you let go? As you let go, you might notice softening, lightening, letting everything getting light, happy, your mind puts you forward. Just tune in more to that sensation, lightness, freedom, happiness. Oh, and we just got a message here from Alex that she can't hear much, so I'll try to check my audio settings here. Oh, now I think you can hear me better. My apologies. The sound was, for some reason, very low. So I'm guessing it is better now. So just give yourself some time to feel into your life right now and how it is for you. Could you be open to seeing that thought, or that those are thoughts? And as you do, I feel again a little bit lighter, a little bit. So I can see if there's anything you're wanting to change or control in this moment. It could be yourself, it could be a friend, it could be a partner, spouse, child, colleague. It could be something you really want to happen or not happen. One of the basic doctrines of releasing is that wanting is lacking. When you're really wanting something, not only creating pain for yourself, you're also increasing the chances that happen by being in a lacking feeling. So you can see if there's any sense of lacking control over anyone. And could you very gently let go of that sense of lacking? Just answer that question honestly. And whether it was a yes or no answer, you might notice slight ease, slight lightness, freedom, happiness. And check again, see if there's more of that sense of lacking control. And could you let go very gently a sense of lacking? Would you, if you could? Could you just loosen your grip, a surrender that falls beingness to God, to the universe, to the Tao, whatever word you want. And check and see if there's anything in your life right now and it stirs up a sense of wanting, approval, wanting to be loved, wanting to be appreciated, wanting to be validated, anything like that. And again, remind yourself that wanting is lacking. So, could you let go of lacking approval and sense of lacking? And as you do, you might notice to get more in touch with having. So check again if there's more of that sense of wanting approval, of lacking it and wanting to have it. It could be wanting your own approval. It could even be a sense of disapproving of yourself, of not being good enough. And whatever resonates with you, could you let go of wanting approval? And just answer that question verbally or inside. And again, as you let go, you might notice that you have more access to approval. So could you give yourself love and approval just as you are in this very moment? Could you even open to being loved in this moment? And let's go deeper. In releasing, we have three basic wants: wanting approval, wanting control, and wanting safety. And all our sense of lack, all our wants can be categorized as one of these three. So check and see if there's any sense of lacking safety and wanting to have it. Could be about finances, could be about politics, could be about health, could be about anything. And could you let go of that sense of lacking safety? Could you just allow it to be released very gently? And check and see if there's more than that. Wanting safety. And could you again let go of wanting safety? Just the wanting. And even more. And check and see if there's any sense of lightness, happiness, freedom. Could be very slight, could be bigger. And if you can feel any of that, could you tune into it even more? And allow yourself to be filled by it. And could you let it go? When you let go of the good feelings, you open to even better feelings. So, could you feel even better? Could you let go and find out? And could you open to bliss? And you can now open your eyes if they were closed. Just if you got into access to any higher energies, just see if you can allow them to be with you as we continue the call. And the floor is now open for sharing, for requests for assistance. If you want to share again, feel free to press the raise hand tab. It's down in the bottom of the Zoom interface. And please know that we are recording, but you can always ask to turn off the recording if you have something sensitive. So we have Alex. Wait a minute.
Hi, can you hear
Hi.
me?
Hi.
Yes. Would you mind just turning off the recording? I'll
Of
try to
course,
remind.
of course, of course. Just trying to lower your hand here a minute. There we have it. Okay, we'll post it. So, if anyone else wants to share anything, wants some assistance with anything, or want to share again, they can raise their hand. And I remind you again that recording can be asked to turn off if it's something that you don't wish to have on camera. So, Rosie, good to see you.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, I made it.
Yeah.
It was funny because I've been trying to attend the call, but I was a little bit confused to when it was. And today, out of nowhere, I happened to see your post and you invited. And so I said, okay, yes. So I got the link. So I'm here.
Yeah, yeah.
And
How are you?
again, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. A gain that I have and that I would love to share is that this whole week, I haven't gone to work. There has not been an assignment. And the assignments that are available, I don't want them.
Okay.
So I'm allowing myself to have what I want. And
Oh,
yes, there is a little bit of resistance. There's a little bit of fear. Actually, that's what it is. It's fear. So I can work on that.
okay. So I just want to say to anybody that's on the call that don't have any experience with releasing, or anybody that might be listening to recording, that this consists of series of questions, and you can answer them honestly, yes or no, aloud or internally. And as you do, even if you say no, you might notice a little change. And that's what we are looking for. We call it a release. And it's basically more of an, it's not a mind thing, it's not an intellectual thing. So, with that said, we can go back to you, Rosie. So, what is this feeling of fear? What does it stir up in you?
A sense of out of control, not being sure that this is the right thing for me to do.
So, that sense of being out of control, could you very gently let it go?
Yes.
So, What's there now for you? Might be often we keep the fear in place because we jump between fear and lust. We're feeling very fearful, then we get into lust of wanting the fear to go away, and then not much happens. So, so what's happening for you now?
I feel a little bit more down to earth, like, yeah, it's okay.
Okay, okay. So could you tune into that sense of okayness? And everybody just follow along as best you can in your own life.
Yeah. Yes.
And could you allow things to be okay right now?
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
So is that okay? You feel good for now, or something else coming up?
There's a little bit, yeah, there's something else. It's like stepping into the unknown, and that's where the fear is coming from. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I
Okay.
want this to happen, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. So that's like,
Okay. So that wanting something to happen is in a way you're lacking it. As you know very well.
yes, yes,
Both is a trained releasing coach as me. So could you let go of that sense of lacking control?
yes,
Could you just open to that thing happening?
yes. Mm,
Open to
yes.
that even.
Yes.
Very good. So how are you feeling now?
More clear.
More clear? Okay.
Yeah.
So you feel complete for now, or you want to just share it? If there's anything more coming up, just share it, of course.
It's good. It's good.
Okay, okay. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you for raising your hand, Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to see you. Very nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
So I see Daniel has raised his hand. Hello, Daniel. Yeah, there you are.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome. Welcome. May I ask, are you familiar with releasing or are you new to it? Hello? Are you there, Daniel?
Yeah, now I am. The Zoom, I was just switching to a different Wi-Fi, so it took a little while, but I'm here now.
Yeah. So I'll just ask, are you familiar with releasing or is this something
No,
totally?
I'm very familiar. Yeah.
Okay, good, good, good. Okay. So what's up for you?
I'd like to get some assistance on a task that I'm working on. It involves um, the government. Yeah, I need to send them some information, and there's some fear and some over perfectionist kind of stuff happening.
Okay, okay. So could you open to being good enough as you are in this moment? Yes. And if there's something coming up, just share it.
Yeah, there's some opening to that and some holdback as well.
Okay. So what's the holdback?
Fear.
Okay. So, and everybody just remember to release along something from your own life. So what's the fear wanting? Is it wanting control, approval, or security?
Control and security.
So could you let go of wanting control and security? Or if you want to do them separately, you can ask me, of course, to do that as well.
Yeah, let's try both at the same time.
So see if you can just open up and let that pass through.
Yes.
And what's there now?
Yeah, that's releasing.
So just allow yourself to notice the release. You might get in touch with a sense of freedom, lightness, happiness.
Yes.
Could you open to the possibility of this being or becoming easy as best you can?
Could you say that one more time?
Could you open to the possibility of all this being or becoming easy? Could you open to the flow and ease? It's a possibility.
Yes.
Very good. So what's coming up for you? How is it feeling now? Is it feeling a little easier?
Yeah, it is.
So could you open even more to that sense of ease?
Yeah.
Very good. And could you send some love to the whole situation?
Yes, that feels nice, sending love to the whole situation.
Yeah, it's often a very good idea. So do you feel complete now, or is there more coming up for releasing?
Yeah, there's still some kind of contracted energy arising.
Okay, okay. Very good. So could you allow that energy to arise?
Yes.
And could you allow it to just open?
Yeah.
Could you just let it go as best you can?
Yes.
And how are you feeling now?
Yeah, pretty good. There's still some more coming up, but if you want to move on to someone else, that's fine.
Yeah, if you want, you can just release along and just raise your hand again if you need more assistance.
Cool, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you and welcome. You're most welcome to the call. So thanks for
Where are
calling.
you?
I'm from Norway, northern Norway. That's
Yeah. Cool. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. So, is there anyone else who wants some assistance? Wants to share anything? And if not, I'm gonna try to have a release around Bliss, which was the theme of. Okay, we have Rosie here. Wait a minute. Hi, Rosie.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. I wanted to release on holding back,
Okay.
of back, waiting for that perfect moment.
Hmm. So, are you wanting to control this moment? And
Yes.
could you let go of wanting to control it?
Yes.
And could you allow this moment to be and become as it is?
Yes.
And to quote Lester Levinson, could you open to seeing the perfection where the seeming imperfection seems to be?
Yes.
And what's there now? What's coming up for you?
Well, there's some things that I need to deal with. And I kind of feel that like they're minor things, but it just feels like there's a lot of resistance to dealing with that. And so it's like, I'm just waiting. I guess I'm waiting for that perfect moment, but yeah, today could be a perfect moment. But I guess there's that. It's resistance. I know it's resistance, and there's a little bit of fear.
So could you let go of the resistance?
Yes.
Could you let fear go?
No.
Okay. So are you resisting the fear?
It's kind of like I'm wanting to hold on to it,
Okay. Okay.
like my little blankie.
So would you rather hold on to the fear, or would you rather?
I'd rather be free.
So could you just loosen your grip and let the fear go?
Yes.
Could you open to flow and ease as a possibility?
Yes.
Could you allow things to be easy?
Yes.
Very good. Oh,
Thank you. That was really nice.
okay. Thank you, Rosie. Thanks for raising your hand. So I'm thinking of doing a little Bliss release. So it's just a whim I had last week. Okay, I'll make the theme Bliss, because I decided to have themes for these calls. And the next day I was very, oh, what have I done? Oh my God. Because it's a big theme and maybe not so easy to, or it's seemingly not so easy to access Bliss. So I can start by sharing a time I experienced Bliss. So I was doing a treatment in a spiritual center in India with a guru, an enlightened master. And it was a 3-week treatment, and he extended it for a while. And he always gives advice to the people taking this treatment on what individualized advice on what would be good for them to do during the treatment. So his advice for me was to stay in silence. So, and they have a different way of practicing this than many other places. I could speak about practical things like where is the towel or where is the salt or whatever, but I couldn't share anything from my private life or comment on anything. And I was in silence for 30 days like this. And many things come up. It can be very hard. But sometimes when you break through, or when I broke through, I had very beautiful moments. I was sitting in a cafe in this center and just doing nothing. I was drinking a cup of tea, just watching squirrels run up and down trees. And suddenly I could just feel very blissful. It was a feeling of happiness without no reason. It wasn't happiness because of something I had or a partner or something I did. It's just a more unconditional happiness. And that is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about bliss. That's the sense of it that I'm using. And there is a quote I've been sharing by a Tamil sage called Tirumular that lived maybe around 1500 years ago, maybe more. And he said, whatever I enjoy, I want everyone to enjoy also, everyone else to enjoy. And I do not mean by that, or I think he doesn't mean by that, that if I enjoy apples, I want everyone else to enjoy apples. It's about the sharing of joy. So when we let go of holding on to the joy, and we let go of wanting to make it personal, the joy expands and can get in touch with bliss. So just see if you can remember a time when you felt joy in your life. And see if you can get in touch with that joy. And you might be wanting to change or control something so you can feel that joy again. So remind yourself that wanting is lacking. And could you let go of wanting to change or control anything right now? It's just a gentle opening, letting something pass through. It's not a thing of the mind, but something you do with your being. So could you let go of wanting control? And check and see if there was a release. A slight sense of lightness, freedom, happiness. And if there is, could you open to that? Could you tune into that? And could you allow that to turn into bliss? Ever so slightly, or more dominant. And check and see if there's any disapproval of yourself for anything that might have happened. Might be a sense of not being good enough. A sense of wanting to do better. Could you just open up and let go of that disapproval? Could you let go of any sense of not being good enough? And could you open to being good enough in this moment? Could you give yourself some love for being just as you are in this moment? Could you give yourself some love and approval for being unique? For being the only one that is like you? And check and see if you can tune more into that love. Could you love the way you love in this moment? Could you let go of placing any conditions of that on that love as best you can? And could you allow that love to turn into bliss as best you can? Check and see if you can get in touch with that joy that we talked about in the beginning, that you might have felt earlier. Could you allow yourself to get in touch with that joy right now? Check and see if there's anything you wish were different about this moment. Anything you wish would stop happening, or anything you wish would happen. Anything you wish were different. Maybe you want this moment to become more alike that moment in which you felt joy. And could you let go of wanting to change this moment? Could you even allow this moment to be exactly as it is? And in this allowance is acceptance. So could you get in tune with that acceptance? Could you feel the joy of acceptance? And could you allow that joy to transform into bliss? And however much joy and bliss you might be feeling now, or how little, could you allow yourself to open up to that? And could you let go of wanting to make this joy personal? Could you let go of wanting to make it about you or anyone else? As you open even more to joy and bliss. And that joy and that bliss gets multiplied when it's shared. So when you are a channel for joy, for bliss, for love, and you share it with someone else, you can hold more joy and bliss and love. And this sharing doesn't have to be physical doing. It could just be a feeling of allowing that joy, bliss, and love to come through you and shine on the rest of the world. So could you open up even more to joy and bliss? could you very gently allow it to get bigger? And could you allow this bliss to pass through you and shine at the world? As you surrender even more to it. So thank you for following along with me on that one. I hope it was helpful. And if anybody would like some assistance with anything, or want to share again or something else, share an insight regarding this, regarding anything else, you can press the raise hand button on the bottom of the Zoom interface. So, hello, Daniel.
Hey, thank
Hey.
you for that group release. Very enjoyable.
Oh, good, good, good. I was afraid I had bitten over more than I could swallow, to put it that way. So,
Yeah, it was very nice.
okay, very good.
Yeah, I just would like a little more assistance with this kind of little anxiety in the body that's arising.
Okay, sure, sure. So, could you first just allow that anxiety to be there?
Yes.
And is there a sense of identifying with that anxiety?
Yeah.
So could you let that go?
Yes.
And what's coming up for you now?
Yeah, the anxiety is releasing slowly.
Okay. So as best you can, just allow yourself to open up more and allow that anxiety to let go of you.
Yes.
And could you open to beingness or God or the cosmos, whatever you want to call it? Could you open to that assisting you in this matter? Everybody remember to release along with something from your own life.
Could you repeat the last thing you said?
Oh, I just reminded everyone to release along. All the
No, I mean the one before that.
Okay, actually, I don't remember exactly what I said.
Okay, never mind.
So, so what's there for you right now?
That's releasing.
Good. So, is there a sense of lightness, freedom, or happiness coming along with the release?
Yes.
So, could you just tune into that?
Yes.
And we have a sharing in the text here. So now I can find what I said. So, what I said was, could you open to the cosmos, universe, or beingness, or God, whatever word you want to use? Could you open to that assisting you, to that supporting you?
Yes.
And even more.
Yes.
Very good. So, how is it now?
Yeah, it's good. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for raising your hand again, Daniel. So, if or welcome, Madeline, by the way. um, and if anybody else has something to share or wants some releasing assistance or anything, just press the raise hand button. So, Rosie.
Hi, I hope you don't mind me raising my hand many times,
No.
but okay, so something that just came up. When you said sharing, I wanted to share that I had an experience meeting this lady who in Mexico, we have these people that are natural healers.
Mm.
And when I was a little girl, I did a research for school about people being healers, natural remedies. And so this lady, when she was asked by this interviewer, how much is your fee? How much do you charge for your service? The lady's response was, I'm too free for that. And when she said that, I loved it. I loved it. And I wanted to find out more about, that. And basically, that's one of the things that's in my heart. Like, when I want to help people, I don't want to worry about money.
Mm.
I just want to do it out of my heart, out of willing to give.
Yeah. It's a beautiful sharing. It's the same. I want to have a pricing based on what people are able to pay. What is
Yes.
So we have it where I live in the northern Norway. We have a healing tradition where also many people, they don't want money. Remember, I asked for help from my father. He had cancer, and these healers, they just wanted the name of the person and the birth date and what they were struggling with.
Mhm.
So I think when you start sharing, the universe starts to support you in all kinds of ways. So thanks
Yeah,
for
that's beautiful.
thanks for sharing that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything more?
Well, there is a little bit more. This lady lives in Mexico and she's 90 years old. I think she's going to be 90 or she's 90 already.
Huh?
And people come to her house and you're welcome to come, or anyone is welcome to come. And this desire came up inside me of like, I want to be in front of her. I want to meet her. I want to see her. I looked up her address. She's in Mexico. She's about 11 hours from me. And I thought, I can do that. That's not that far. But I'm thinking of all the little things that go along with that. I have the time right now. I
Oh.
could go, and it would be basically, it would be maybe just one day go, and or maybe two.
Mhm.
But there's a little like fear again, and like holding myself back, basically.
Okay. Okay. So could you first just get in touch with that holdback?
Yeah. Mm,
And could you let that go?
yes.
And is there still some fear regarding this?
Yeah, it's that same thing. Is this the right thing for me to do? Or is this just an ice cream that I'm wanting to hold? Like, I see it and I want it.
So what's the underlying want in this?
Wanting. Maybe it's wanting approval.
So could you let go of that sense of wanting or lacking approval?
Yes. And it's also that I want what she has. I want that for myself. I want that type of energy. I want.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that sense of wanting or lacking that,
Yeah.
let go.
Yes.
And could you open to ease and flow in this?
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Thank you so much. It's good.
okay. Thank you, Rosie. So if anybody else would like to share anything, ask anything, get some releasing assistance, feel free to press the raise hand button. And if not, we're going to go to the closing cleanup. So going once, going twice, going thrice. Okay. So check and see if there's anything standing between you and just being happy right now. If there's anything you wish were different, anything you wish had happened, anything you're wanting to change or control. Just feel into that want, that lack. And could you very gently let go of that sense of lacking control? And just feel into that release. That could you allow that to fill you up as you open to being blissful right now? Why not? And check again if there's anything else, or the same thing, or the same person that you're wanting to change, to control right now. And could you very gently let go of that sense of lacking control and wanting to control? Just the wanting. And you might again feel a sense of relief, sense of lightness, happiness, freedom. So could you let go of even that and see if you can get even better? Could you open to the bliss that is here right now? Check and see if there's any sense of lacking approval, lacking love, lacking validation, lacking respect. Could be even from yourself. Could be a sense of not being good enough. However it appears to you, could you let go of lacking approval? And could you give yourself some love and approval just as you are right now? And check again and see if there's more of that wanting approval. And could you let go of that sense of lacking approval, wanting approval? Could you open to giving yourself lots of love and approval just as you are now? Could you give this moment some love and approval Could you give this life some love and approval? Could you give this world some love and approval? As you open to joy and bliss. And let's go deeper. Check and see if there's any sense of being unsafe right now. Wanting safety, wanting security, wanting survival. You can remind yourself of other times where you have felt unsafe and things actually have resolved themselves. So could you let go of that sense of lacking safety? And if you still feel unsafe, could you open to seeing that that is just a thought in your mind? And check and see if there's more of that. Could be about the same thing, could be about something else, could be in general. So could you let go of wanting safety? And you can check it around and see, are you safe right now? And if you are, can you open up to that? Could you even open up to the beauty of this moment? Could you open to the bliss that's always available right now? Could you allow that bliss to flow through you and shine on your world? When you're ready, you can open your eyes if they were closed. And you can try to stay with whatever higher energies you might have gotten in touch with today. So, thank you, everyone, for coming. There will be a new call next week.
Thanks so much, Christian. I have a class, that's why I couldn't get here on time, but I'm so glad I got here for now. Just beautiful.
Thank you, Mel.
Much love. Big hugs. Thank you, everyone.
Straight back at you. Straight back at you.